Porch Pirate. It happened to my neighbors first across the street. I overheard the conversation as I was checking my mail. Damn Porch Pirates. Seems like the closer we get to the holidays the more daring they get, Mr. Carney complained as he stifled a cough. Have you thought about installing a camera? I asked casually as I tossed the bills and kept the rest. Can't afford it and can't figure out how to install it. But I swear if they come by again they'll be met with a mouthful of lead, he snapped back. I chuckled at his feisty attitude and walked inside, thinking nothing of it. I don't get very many packages and my house was on the end of the cul-de-sac, so I didn't think it was likely that any thieves would bother me. But it didn't take long for them to prove me wrong. I ordered something simple on Amazon for my girlfriend, a promise ring that she's been wanting. Typically when the delivery drivers drop the packages off right beside my garage door as it closer, and I haven't ever requested otherwise. So when the delivery date arrived and I couldn't find the package, naturally I was a bit confused. Mr. Carney saw me out there looking for it and piped up. I saw it happen. I was inside and just as they snatched the box I tried to run out and shoo them away, but they were long gone. I guess it was a wake-up call for me to do something. But I didn't know what. Just like my neighbor, I'm on a tight income plus it's a rental property and my landlord wouldn't allow cameras. I thought maybe it would be one time and the thieves would never return. But soon it became all the time I tried to get a package. It started to get under my skin. I work a lot, damn it, and it's my hard-earned money trying to get this stuff. Amazon would usually refund me, but even then after a while they said they couldn't. The thieves were winning and I was at a loss on what to do. Mr. Carney's method of revenge was starting to seem more appealing. But I didn't want to hurt them. I just wanted them to stop. Legally speaking, I knew if I did wind up hurting them I would be the one in jail, so I thought I might play a prank on the pirates, make them rethink ever stealing from me again. A few DIY YouTubes showed me how I could make a soft paint bomb that would not hurt anyone. It was designed as a prank on friends, and claimed that it was guaranteed to work. I figured that a face full of paint would send a message that I was tired of them f***ing with me. I went to a nearby grocery store and asked around for one of their empty boxes and took it home to set the trap. It didn't take long before it looked just like an ordinary package and I set it out by the garage. I was expecting just a bunch of paint everywhere when I went to inspect later. Or even better, catching the thief red-handed. And that was actually what wound up happening. I was just about to cook dinner when I heard this loud pop and I knew the trap had been sprung. I actually felt giddy as I opened the garage door to confront the pirate. But on the other side of the door I can't even explain my shock as I saw what was there lying in a mess of paint. First off, it was not human. It was this misshapen thing that looked like a cross between a toad, a hedgehog and a tiny person with ragged ears and broken teeth. Its skin was leathery and its back was covered in bristles. It was completely naked too, with weird hoop piercings on its chest and its backwards bent legs flailing as it choked on the paint in surprise. At that point I didn't know what to do or how to respond. The plan that I had was tossed out the window. And as its black soulless eyes opened and stared toward me, all I could sense was danger. I backed into my house and slammed the door close, hoping that the creature would just go away. Instead I heard it scratch and claw at the door, trying to find me and make me pay for what I had just done. I tried to think of where my phone was so I could call 911. Then the door burst down and the creature scratched me across my face. I fell backward as it slithered into my kitchen, drooling and gagging on the paint as it began to use its jagged fingernails against my legs. I kicked and flailed, running toward the magnetic strip above my stove where I kept my carving knives. I grabbed one and tossed it at the creature, jabbing it in the side. The thing shrieked louder than a newborn infant. I grabbed another to defend myself, slowly moving toward the open door that led outside. I knew it could lunge at any moment, but thankfully the fresh injury kept it occupied just long enough that I could rush down the street. My eyes scanned the neighborhood for help. I saw Mr. Carney out watering his plants and started waving my hands. "Call 911," I shouted. But the old man is half deaf. He turned toward me as I heard the creature running toward me. I dropped to the ground and it lunged for him, pushing him down to the flower bed and clawing at his throat. Mr. Carney was choking on his own bile a few moments later. I ran toward my house again and finally found my phone while the creature was distracted, but it really didn't do any good. By the time the police arrived, the gremlin was gone and so was my neighbor. They asked around to see if anyone actually saw anything, and unfortunately for me, the only verified thing anyone could report was they thought they saw me attacking Mr. Carney. I spent the rest of the afternoon trying to answer police questions without sounding like a lunatic. It's late now, and I am back home. My back door is still busted down and I don't have the energy to fix it. Plus I'm not sure it would prevent the creature from coming in anyway. I took a shower and told myself maybe it was all over, but I knew it was just another placating lie. The gremlin returned about an hour later, this time to raid my kitchen for food. I didn't even dare to engage with it this time, as it took what it wanted and then scurried into the night. The silence and tension in the room told me that it was asserting dominance and telling me it would return when it felt like it and take what it wanted. Sure enough, the next time I ordered something my package was gone again. It doesn't happen every time now though, because I offer something in its place, a bowl of food or drink or something to appease the imp. I think I can live with that if it means it won't attack me anymore. You can live with just about anything once you live in fear,